welcome to Most Haunted Live Access All Areas. It's been a fantastic 3 nights, well 2 nights so far here in Manchester, and this is going to be just as good, believe me, the 3rd night of Most Haunted Live. And if you're watching FTN, Channel 20, welcome, join us for the next 4 hours. We're just an hour away from the big show, Most Haunted Live, also, of course, over on Living TV. Trust me, we're going to go out with a bang tonight, and it's going to be a great show. Now, also, we want you to get in touch today as well as ever and get interactive with the programme. I'll tell you how to do that as well. But first, coming up on Access All Areas. Tonight, we spend a day with Carl and find him indulging in work, rest, and perhaps just a little too much play. And as if they weren't content with poking their noses into Carl's busy day, the team decided to come pestering me too. But at least they got my best side. And if it's not the presenters or the investigators, you can bet it's the audience they're following around, because we also take a look back at Sarah's eerie night of investigation. Trust me, it's going to be a good show between now and 8, and we want you to get interactive over the next 4 hours as well, very importantly. And we're going to start off with a vote tonight. And we're going to ask you, we never asked this question before on Most Haunted, are you afraid of the dark? Simple question, but are you, yes or no? Please get involved with our text vote tonight. The number is 83088. Start your message haunted, then a space, then yes, or a space, then no. And we think this is interesting because it doesn't necessarily tie in with whether you believe in ghosts or the paranormal. Are you afraid of the dark? Yes or no? Text 83088 and we'll update you as the programme goes on with that vote tonight. Now, please welcome onto the stage tonight, not 3, but 6 guests from the investigation team tonight. I want you to say a big hello to Yvette Fielding, Carl Beattie, Derek Acora, and for one night only, hello to Kath Howe, Sally Matthews, and John Dibley. We will be joined by Carl very shortly. Here he comes. You're all right, mate. Fine, thanks. It's like school roll call. All present and correct. Hello, good evening all. Yvette, hello. Yvette, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
It's been what a weekend we've had.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? It's been really, really good. Really enjoyed it.
What about last night? What do you think?
I thought last night was fantastic, but for me, the best part of the show was the dog Max. Give that dog a roll, a star roll. It's fantastic.
It's a really good part of the show.
Very frightening.
Jerry, what about you?
Well, I thought last evening, you know, as opposed to the evening before, had a psychic difference. A pulse about it. You know, I felt very sympathetic about what I was picking up as if he was asking me as we entered the building. And this is suddenly realising it had been a hospital and what sort of hospital and, you know, the things that had gone on.
Did you think the dog, I mean, the dog was, we had a lot of response on Interactive about this. Did you think the dog would get like that?
Well, you know something, yes, because dogs, I mean, I've written about this. Dogs are a fantastic instrument to take along in investigations because they use their pure senses.
Carl. Good evening. How are you, by the way?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
Good. So what did you think of last night?
I thought last night was fantastic. I mean, the place itself was very oppressive. And I thought as far as the investigation goes, it had everything. I mean, we were all scared. I was so excited. Not as excited as tonight because John, when he came downstairs, he got a little bit overexcited. Come here, John. Sorry, I just... John, come
on round, John.
Can you believe it? And that was him.
Oh, poor man. John, have you got something to say to Carl Beattie?
I have, yeah. Thanks for making things a lot worse for me.
And embarrassing you in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Why not?
I know. Now, Sally, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
And
it's nice to see you, actually.
Yes, because we never meet. How was it for you? It's lovely, this. How was it last night?
It was fantastic. I think this is a bit extra for me because I actually live in Manchester, so to go to places that I drive past every day or that I work near, live near, is brilliant. Really interesting.
Now, there was a moment last night, Kath, when Yvette, when I remember this, Yvette went, Kath, you go in there.
I know, no hesitation.
So no
I walked
hesitation. What's your reaction when you're thrust forward into the limelight, or more to the point, into the dark?
It's different on the live show. I don't think about it and just do it.
Right,
So,
and it's very different from when we were watching on the Access last night, the makeup role. I mean, it's completely different, isn't it?
yes, completely
In
different.
what way?
With working on the show,
Yeah, I mean, when you go out on the investigations, how different is that?
it's
I mean, do you
Dunno.
do you get scared, or are you quite calm about it? Because sometimes you look very relaxed to me.
do I? No,
Yeah,
I'm
you
really
do.
scared inside.
She
It's
was
really,
really frightened
I
last
was.
night.
I was
She
shaking
really
because I don't know if you could tell the camera was shaking. I had to hold with both hands because I couldn't
Oh, there
keep
we
it
are.
still.
Very brave.
Well, look, stay there, you six. I think it's the first time we've had 6 guests. Brilliant, because we're going to come back in a few moments and talk some more. Now, we want you to get interactive on this programme, very importantly. And first of all, why not text us? We've had literally hundreds of thousands of texts. It's been extraordinary. Text this number, 83088, haunted space MSG, then a space, then your message. Say who you are and where you're from. They cost 50p plus the standard network charges. Send your drawings or thoughts to the fax number 0161 225 3429. Or how about your mobile phone pictures? This has been extraordinary. It's really kicked off over the last 3 nights. Maybe you've got someone who looks like Yvette, your husband looks like Derek, or your son looks like Carl, whatever. We want to hear from you. The number is 07725 203 049. Those cost 50p plus standard network charges. Do get permission from whoever you're taking the picture of, because they might land up on TV, and all details on that on our website, livingtv.co.uk. Now, if you're a new viewer to Most Haunted, and indeed Access All Areas, our behind-the-scenes show, we like to follow some of the crew and cast members around behind the scenes. And Carl Beattie, Carl, hello.
Hello.
Very kindly said we could spend a day following him. But what did he get up to?
Not a lot.
Watch this.
Well, as some of you know, my name's Carl Beattie. I'm the executive producer of Most Haunted Live and the producer and director of the Most Haunted series. Usually my day starts quite early. I get up with a few chores. I feed my ducks, which are my pride and joys, and also I take my ferocious guard dog for a walk. After I've done that, I get in my car and head straight for location. As soon as we get on site, there's a script meeting which involves everyone who's involved in any editorial decisions on the show. That can take a fair time, usually about an hour, hour and a half. And then after that, it's straight to lunch, and you can meet the oddest people here when you have lunch. David Ball, what are you think?
Carl.
That, a good-looking lad. And that is just sex. That is sex on legs, that.
What's it like working with my husband?
Fantastic working with Carl. Whenever we do shoots, we're always going off to the side and having sceptical arguments about what's just happened.
I always make time for fans. We're very fortunate to have a very strong fan base, and I always try and get to talk to as many as I possibly can. One lady even came over from Sweden, believe it or not, to see the show. And the most amazing thing, she'd written a song for me, which was, it was just the loveliest thing anyone's ever done.
You are the main producer, sexy, cool and cute, and of course you have us girls who want to go on to the next shoot.
You are gorgeous, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for that. That is unbelievable. The Most Haunted Lives are generally a fun day for me. I try to keep television as fun as possible for everyone around because it should be fun. And I do enjoy every waking second here. One of the final things that happens before I go on set is makeup. I usually go to see our lovely Kath, who's I think the best makeup artist in the whole of the industry, and she's a very dear friend as well. And then I join Yvette on set for Access All Areas with the lovely Julia.
Who made that lovely song, wasn't she a lovely lady?
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, what a wonderful thing for someone to do. Do you know she stayed up over 3 nights with no sleep to write that?
Yeah, amazing.
Absolutely superb.
And we all, that's a good point just to say, the fans of Most Haunted are brilliant, aren't they? I mean,
Yes,
Carl.
you are.
Yeah,
Thank you.
In fact, there's one special. I just want to say hello. I know we both want to say hello to Elliot. Hello, it's his birthday next week. So hello, Elliot, and happy birthday.
That's
From
lovely.
all of us.
Look, guys, wonderful. We'll talk some more later. Thank you very much. Give them a round of applause. Now, when I talk about the show starting at 9 o'clock, we're going to give you a countdown through the programme. Let's have a look, see how many minutes we've got to go before the show starts. I think it's, let's have a look, 43 minutes, so it's not far to go. Now, the interactive team. Now, this is where you get interactive with the programme, and it's extraordinary over the last few nights. Your texts, your faxes, your photo pictures. I'm just looking at some of the statistics in the last couple of nights. 10,000 clicks on our interactive map. Quite extraordinary result on that. 30,000 competition entries so far over the last couple of nights, and believe me, we've got a prize later on this evening which really is one of the best Most Haunted live prizes we've ever given away. So listen up, and that's coming up a little bit later on. Now, yes, fans. We were talking about those in the last part of the programme, and they are really important to this show. And last night, a fan in the audience went to join the investigation team. What a night Sarah had.
The person joining the investigation team tonight is... Sarah James. Sarah, stand up.
I just couldn't believe it, honestly. I just really couldn't believe it. It's just really fantastic, and I'm so excited to be going. I really am.
Now, Sarah is actually a twin, so it'll be very interesting to see if her twin, who is here in the studio audience, also feels something.
My name's Rachel, and I'm Sarah's twin. There was only one thing I was feeling, and that was excited, because I know it's Sarah's dream to go on a vigil.
My sister and I are just absolute mad fans. We absolutely adore it. And it really is our favourite programme. We love Derek, and we love Yvette, and we love all the crew. My heart's beating very fast, and I just think it's obviously quite a scary location. But I'm just so excited, I just can't wait to get there.
Well, if you hear anything or feel anything, just shout out. It doesn't matter who's talking, just shout out.
I will.
All right. And just grab hold of...
I will. All right.
I heard about 4 noises when I first came in. I was with Rachel, I heard something on the stairs, and then I heard a loud noise to the left of me, and nobody was there, so it was amazing. And then I heard the glass shattering on the floor, and it was twice, and I think that it was paranormal. I just do, and I did actually feel a little bit lightheaded. I thought that Sarah's excitement overcome her fear and everything would be fine. Also, she was surrounded by people, Andy and all the crew, and I knew she'd be safe. It was a fantastic experience, and I had such a great time.
She did really well. That was Sarah and her twin, Rachel. So we thought it'd be interesting to talk a bit about twins and their relationship, and whether it's something physical or in the mind or whatever. And to join us on the sofa to talk a bit about this, it's a pleasure to say hello to Matthew. Hello, lovely to see you. To David Wells. Hello, David. And of course to presenter and Dr. David Bull. Now, Matthew, first of all, as a parapsychologist, do you believe twins have anything going there? Like, do they know the other one's been scared somewhere else, that kind of thing?
It's very common for twins, particularly identical twins, to report having experiences as though they are telepathic. And in terms of, and there has been some research looking at, in fact, some of the research we're doing at Liverpool Hope is looking at telepathic experiences, and often people say to us, we should be doing research with twins. The problem is doing a whole research program using identical twins. It's actually very difficult to do that practically. But we have had people take part, and they have often had very striking experiences. So one possibility is actually something like telepathy. The other possibility is, particularly identical twins who are genetically identical, is they could have what we would call thought concordance. They will think in similar ways. So lots of experiences in everyday life may look like telepathy, but may actually just be the fact that if you ask one person to say, well, what are you thinking of, what's your favourite colour, or think of something, and another person is also thinking of something, they will think of similar things. So it's very difficult to tease those two things apart.
Could be interesting experiments to do there. David Wells, what do you think about the whole concept of twins and their telepathy or not?
Well, I think first of all it's important to say that you don't have to be a twin to be telepathic, clearly. However, astrologically, if you look at it, twins will have almost identical charts. And it kind of fits in with what Matthew says, therefore their experiences are very similar. The paths that their lives will go are very similar, not identical, but very similar. So it's more or else, it's if you like, an esoteric explanation of what Matthew says, really.
Now, Dr. David Bull. David, I mean, we don't get to talk much about the medical side, but I think on this occasion it will be really interesting. Do we have any medical evidence of...
I mean, there's an awful lot of, well, there's a lot of anecdotal studies, and actually in medicine what we do a lot of the time is what Matthew's saying, is twin studies. So you might follow identical twins throughout the course of their life and find out why they become different or why they might suffer from different diseases. Anecdotally, though, twins do seem to experience the same sort of feelings, and we know that, for example, if one twin is injured, often the other twin, particularly identical twins, know there's a problem. And I'm a very great believer in all of this, and I also don't just think it's about the genetic side of things. I think it's also about closeness. I think it depends how close you are to the people around you. For example, I'm very close to my brother and sister, and I have had occasions where I have had a very strange feeling, and I know that my brother or sister is in trouble. I phone them, and I have been right every single time. So I'm a great believer that it's about knowing that person, and I can't explain it, and there's no scientific rationale for that, but I'm sure it exists.
Right. I mean, Matthew, that's interesting as well, isn't it? Not just twins there, but close siblings.
Again, yes, and it's actually supported by some of the research evidence that when you ask people to rate how close they are emotionally to the person who's acting in a telepathy experiment with them, often that seems to correlate with actual performance on the task, rather necessarily than being a biological relationship. So not necessarily siblings, but it could be a partner.
And David, as an astrologer, they wouldn't have necessarily the same chart there with siblings, they'd just be close, which is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But you often find within families that the ascending sign will match the sun sign, that there usually is some correlation with their charts.
Okay. Well, look, thank you guys for this. We're going to see you all a little bit later on. David obviously presenting Most Haunted Live at 9, and you'll be here on the sofa again. Give them a round of applause. Now, our interactive area tonight is waiting for your texts and your faxes and your pictures, and this is how you get in touch right now. You text us 83088, start your message haunted, then a space, then MSG, then a space, then your message, and say who you are and where you're from. Fax us on 0161 225 3429, or send your phone photos. These are fantastic. We have had so many. 07725 203 049. Details of that on our website, livingtv.co.uk. Now, this is one of the closest votes we've ever had. I asked you earlier in the show, are you afraid of the dark, yes or no? 52% of you say you are afraid of the dark, and 48% say you're not afraid of the dark. Your text can make all the difference tonight on that text vote, consequently. Text 83088, haunted space yes, or haunted space no. And I want to hear from you on the text right now for that vote. Are you afraid of the dark? And we'll analyse those results a little bit later on in the programme. Now, something that's really kicked off over the last couple of nights, and we've just launched it this weekend, is your photo messaging. We thought we'd get a few dozen. We've literally had thousands. It's been unbelievable. Thank you for all your photo messages. And we thought tonight it was time for a bit of a gallery. So we've welcomed back on the sofa some art critics extraordinaire. Yes, it's a big welcome back to Yvette, Derek and Carl. Now, here is, hi again guys. Right, a little bit of art critique here. This is picture number 1, sent in by Jackie from Baldwin, and she thinks... Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith.
No.
Oh.
Actually, it's Derek. That's what Jackie from, she says that is Derek. Do you reckon it looks like you, Derek?
No.
Slightly. Okay.
You know,
by the way, if you've got a look-alike, 07725 203 049. Here's number 2 from Sean in Oldham. He says he's a dead ringer for Derek. What do we think on that one? No. Right, sorry, not good. Here's another one. Yvette, is this a look-alike? This is Sarah's sister on the mobile phone.
What do you think, Carl?
What do we reckon?
She's all right, isn't she?
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah, for that one. And here's another one sent in by Ben in Atherton. This I like. Ben, Looking interesting
Ben.
there.
Ben.
It's a bloke.
It's a bloke. This
Looks better than me.
This guy's got the stern look, he's got the lipstick, he's got the hair of it. Derek, what do you reckon of Ben in Atherton?
There is a resemblance yes.
Carl, could you take a fancy for a look-alike for your wife?
No.
Right, fine.
Right.
I like that one. Now here's another one. Chris in Bedford.
You?
Says he's me.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yes, I think so.
Right, okay, well done, Chris in Bedford. We also asked you to send in your pictures of spooky goings on at home. we had lots of fantastic orbs sent in, just on a serious note, but yes, we've had some ghosts. Now those ghosts were sent in by Jack from Plymouth, so that's nice. Thank you, Jack from Plymouth. What do we reckon of that one?
I think that's excellent.
That's one of the best
We're
we've
liking
had.
that.
Gloria from Ellesmere spotted this in her lounge.
That's scary.
As we ought to say, last night we were having a little drink after the show in the hotel, and we're in a hotel where they were having a wedding, which is quite interesting, wasn't it? So it was the cast, crew and wedding guests, and I think it was the bridegroom, or the best man, came in a sheet, didn't he? Yeah. Halfway through the party, a bit like that. Yeah. Anyway, we want to get your photo messages in. It's 07725 203 049. So if you've got any lookalikes or parties, let us know. This one sent in, guys, by Nancy, hopefully, from Derby. This is from Nancy in Derby. Hopefully we can have that one. This is called Picture 8. Here we go. But that's the way to do it. Cut our faces out and go for it. I quite like that one.
Top on.
I warn you, because we are judging here, so remember all the pictures.
Yeah, okay.
And here's another one. Louise and Neil, Scared in Catterick. I like that one as well. That's
That
quite
looks
good.
a bit like Sally, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit. They're under the duvet or the blanket there. And then this is all too much for one viewer. Yes, Tom and Rachel from Chesterfield sent in their picture of their cats. So, what do you reckon? Which was your favourite one out of all of those?
For me, I would go for Ben.
Yeah,
I thought Ben was quite
not
good.
biased. Derek?
Definitely Ben, yes.
Yeah.
I thought Ben was gorgeous.
Let's have Ben. Do we like Ben in Atherton? Yeah, we do. So, picture number 4. Let's bring it back up. There is Ben in Atherton. Ben, if you're watching there in Atherton, thanks for your mobile phone picture. You've just won yourself a fantastic bag of Most Haunted Live and Most Haunted goodies. You really deserve it. And you look fantastic. Give him a round of applause for Ben there. Keep getting your pictures in, please. It's 077 25 203 049. And we want to see your pictures, and we'll show them later on in the programme. It could be a party, it could be a look-alike, whatever. Now, we followed Carl earlier in the show, and then someone said to me, why don't we follow me? I can't imagine why. Have a look at this. When I'm not doing Most Haunted Live, I'm doing my daily radio show. It's an early start, up at 4:30, and I'm on air from 6:30 till 9. Well, it's a pinch and a punch. Welcome to a brand new month. It's the 1st of September. Once I come off air, I jump in the car and head straight to the location.
Welcome to Manchester.
When I arrive, it's always great to meet the audience and sign a few autographs.
All right. Okay, bye.
Production office. So it's a bit like a treasure trail going down. Here we are. Look, the big arrows tell us where to go. So when you arrive, you don't know what you're doing. Just follow the signs.
Nice to see you.
You're there.
You all right?
Yeah, you're right.
You always look well and suntanned. Where have you been this time?
Mallorca.
See, let's go before
all right
I feel
for
sick.
Tell me, how's the dog?
Little Elsie.
Yeah, little Elsie.
Oh, she's fine. She's not grown.
Then it's straight into a script meeting to find out what's in store for that night's show. So here's the script for tonight. We're just having a look at this now. And we're about to have our read-through. Lovely, have a bit of that. That's really nice. Now you've got to keep your strength up on Most Haunted Live, so it's time for another meal. This time it's lunch. Can't believe I'm eating again. I'll see you again in a minute. So, makeup and wardrobe, where Sherry lives, who does my makeup, and she has to do my whole head.
So is he still in makeup?
Julian is still in makeup, so I can't even get in there.
It's 12:15 and the show's not for another 8 hours.
He's got 8 hours. Do you know, I used to think he just opened the makeup box and went... But he doesn't. He's there for hours.
With a lorry load of powder's on his way.
Yeah, it's there.
I don't wear a jacket on the show, so we try and pick shirts that have got things going on as well. So this is one we're going to be wearing there, and things happening on the sleeves. Try and complement the kind of shirts that David's wearing. There's one that he's wearing this weekend. After that, it's straight into rehearsals. Then I have a couple of hours to myself before going into makeup. No, I'm really angry about that. If it happens again, I'm leaving. I said 2 sugars. Oh. Then it's full steam ahead for the most exciting show on television. Let's go. Aren't these guys great as well, looking after me? And I will be doing my breakfast show from Manchester tomorrow morning, if you're in southern England, so listen out for that. Now, how to get interactive with this show? We really want to hear from you. You can text us 83088, haunted space MSG, space then your message, or fax us 0161 225 3429, or send those mobile phone pictures 07725 203 049. It's all on the website, livingtv.co.uk. Now, let's see how the investigation team are doing. They were all behind the sofa, in fact, a little bit earlier on, literally, and they'll be behind the sofa a little bit later on, I suspect. Let's cross over to the team right now and say, hello, Sally.
Hello.
Now, Sally, how are you feeling?
Well, we're all here and we're all really, really hot. Look at John Gilbert. Sweating away. But yeah, we're fine.
Right, and we can say you're going back to somewhere, aren't you?
Yeah.
But don't say any more. But
And it's already been visited before. Yeah. Who out of us lot's been here before?
Me, and that's it.
Right, so that's interesting. A lot of the team haven't been there before. That's going to be interesting, isn't it, Sally?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting because I've heard what happened before, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens tonight, basically, and if we get any of the same phenomenon happening tonight.
Are you nervous?
Are we nervous? Anyone nervous?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all quite nervous, but it's just so hot in here. It's going to be hard to keep going with this heat, but we'll be there, so don't worry.
Yvette, are you nervous now you've seen that again?
Well, I'm just looking at the amount of sweat that's pouring off them. I'm thinking, great.
Is John dry?
I'm not sure. I don't know what his trousers you've been.
John, are you dry, John?
Are you dry?
Are you dry, John?
I am. I'm dry now, thank you very much.
Right, look, good luck. Give them a round of applause, guys. Really good. Thank you, John. It's interactive. This is where I live on Most Haunted Live with the interactive team. A big hello from them. Hello, everybody on Interactive. All right, give them a round of applause. Here's the head of Interactive. It's Michaela. Hi, Michaela.
Hi, Julie.
You're looking lovely tonight.
Thank you, so are you.
Thank you. We get, first of all, we get so many texts and messages, don't we?
Yeah, they're already flooding in, and we've had so much over the past 2 nights.
And
We're
it's
really
all
excited.
sorts of questions, isn't it?
All across the map. You cannot guess what's coming in. They just keep coming, surprising us every second.
Terry says, how's he hear my Radio Silent breakfast show tomorrow? Well, only if you live in the south, but I'll be there from 6:30 tomorrow morning. Now, other things we ought to say tonight. Afraid of the dark, yes or no?
Yeah, it's a really interesting vote tonight because normally we can sort of pinpoint where we think it's going to go, or it's quite interesting and quite a high vote.
I think this is interesting because you don't have to have been into paranormal or ghosts to be afraid of the dark. So what's the result on this one?
Few more scaredy cats came in. We've got 56% who've said yes, they are scared of the dark.
Right, so that is an interesting result. Other questions? Are you scared of the dark, by the way?
Ooh, only dark alleys.
Only dark alleys, all right, good. Yeah. And the other question we get asked is webcams, when are they up and running? Are they running at 9 or before that? Often asked
They're
that
actually
one, aren't we?
running now, and people were already starting to get sightings in, and people are checking things out, so we encourage everyone to go to the website and check it out.
And the webcams are so popular, Your Say now runs from midnight, doesn't it?
That's right. We've got the ability for people to watch the webcams for an hour after the show and text in and chat.
Details on livingtv.co.uk. Michaela, thank you very much indeed. But right now, the climax of the show tonight, it's the Most Haunted Live quiz. Because it is the finale of our Most Haunted Live quiz. It's the Orbs, the investigators up against the fans. Let's meet the Orbs, the investigators. Yes, they're here. It's Carl, Derek and Yvette. Now, was it a miracle or just good judgment? Last night they went into the lead in the quiz and drew all therefore with the fans, which was very clever. Yvette. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Derek. Very good last night you were. And Carl, what can I say?
But there's only two.
Oh, well, hold on. First of all, hooter. This is how it works. When they hoot the horn, that's when I know they got the answer. You can confer.
Okay.
Have a quick hoot, Yvette.
Oh.
Brilliant. Right, let's say hello to the opposing team. Yes, it's the fans. It's hello to Donna and Fiona. So Donna and Fiona are here, but I just thought, you're right, Carl. There's only two of them. What can we possibly do? Have a look at this.
Hello again. Now, you may remember me and my most haunted mobile from Friday night's Access All Areas quiz, when the fans absolutely wiped the floor with the orbs on the quiz.
It's 6 for the orbs, 9 for the fans!
Then again, what else can you expect with a superfan like me as team captain? And then, what happens last night when I'm not on the team? Correct. The fans get totally slaughtered.
6 points to the fans, but 9 to the orbs!
This cannot and will not happen again. So watch out, orbs. I'm coming back.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he's back to help the fans regain their crown. It's Lee! Give him a round of applause! Lee! Lovely to see you. How are you? Now, how are you feeling, guys?
Not so
confident now.
Oh, no.
And of course the fans have their own little way of telling me they know the answer, and of course it's the little bell. Donna, there you are. Donna, can I give some advice? Give it to Lee.
No, I'll give it to me in the middle and when I can't ring it.
All right. Okay, so that's the way it goes. It is the fans against the orbs, and we'll see how everyone does. It's round one. It's true or false for round one, so make sure you hoot your horn and ring your bell. And here we go with question number 1. Order. Daunt Them So Alive is an anagram of Most Haunted Live. True or false? Bales fans?
True.
No, false. It's one too many letter A's.
It was a guess word.
ORB stands for Optical Residue Biodrome. True or false?
False.
Horns, yeah, very
False.
good. It is false. Well done. The orbs. Come on, Lee. The head of Living TV is Richard Fox. And it's the orbs again.
That's false.
That is false. Next up, very good orbs. Stuart Torval is a keen baker and once won a baking competition at school when he was 12, and there's the horns again.
False.
Is false is the right answer. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Richard Jones is also a magician. And I'm going to give the bell, fans.
True.
Is the right answer. Tissington Hall was home to the Fitzhumbert family. No, I'm going to say that question again. Don't stop, wait. Tissington Hall was home to the Fitzhumbert family. True or false? And the fans have it.
False, I think it was Fitzherbert.
It was Fitzherbert. You're right to be observing there. In Series 3, did the team visit Anglesey House? True or false? And the orbs?
False.
Is the right answer. It is false. They went to Aberglasney House, but never Anglesey House. So at the end of the true or false round, the scores are 2 to the fans, 4 to the orbs. Come on, Lee, you've got to catch up. Right, now we're into our next round. Now we've done eyes, we've done noses. So tonight, especially for me, it's ears. So here we go. Here comes the first ear. Go for it. Let's have a look. Now, whose ear is that? Ring your bell or hoot your horn as soon as you know. Okay, orbs.
Stuart.
Is it Stuart's ear? Let's have a look.
Oh.
It's Yvette's ear.
You don't know your wife's
So
ear?
not right,
You
sorry.
think it's Stuart's ear?
I lick it, I don't look at it.
Right, here we go. Right. Family show. Family show. Right, here we are. Ear number 2. Here we go. And fans ring first.
Richard Felix.
Is it Richard Felix? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It is Richard Felix. Well done, Lee. Right, here is ear number 3. And that's very quick, and here's the orbs.
That's David Wells.
I'm going to have to hurry you.
It could be Carl's.
3,
Carl's.
go on,
quick.
Oh, Carl's.
Is it Carl's ear? Let's have a look. No, it's not. Let's have a look. It is Carl's ear. Well done, the orbs. Right, and here we are. Ear. I think it's time for ear number 4. Orbs.
That's a large ear.
Let's see. Is that my ear? Oh, right, very good. And at the end of that round, it is, let's go for it, 3 to the fans and 6 to the orbs. Right, we've got 60 seconds on the clock. Lee, come on for it. This is your good round. Ring your bell as soon as you know. 60 seconds, here we go. Start the clock. Which comic creation did Derek encounter on Bo Selector? The fans.
Craig David.
Correct. Which member of the Most Haunted team was awarded a Bravery Award from Derbyshire Constabulary? Orbs.
Richard Felix.
Correct. What connects Most Haunted Live with Star Wars? Orbs were in there just quickly.
Elstree Studio.
Is the right answer. Star Wars was filmed there and we were there in May. What type of poetry does Kieran write as a hobby? Orbs.
Gothic.
Gothic is the right answer. Yes, a head rocket is an anagram of whose name? Head rocket is an anagram of whose name? You've got 30 seconds to the end of this minute. Quickly. Okay, go for it.
Derek Acora.
Derek Acora, well done. Which famous consumer program has David Bull presented? Orbs.
Watchdog.
Dog is the right answer. What kind of illuminated house might one find in Tyne and Weir? Orbs.
Suter Lighthouse.
It's the right answer. What is the full title of the new official Most Haunted book? Lee.
Most Haunted Access All Areas.
No, Most Haunted, the official behind-the-scenes guide. David Wells, I've got, so here we go. David Wells hails from Ireland or Scotland? The orbs just had it. Scotland is the right answer. So, the final scores are 5 to the fans, 12 to the orbs. Right, which means, actually this is good news because these are collector's items and I know Derek gave his away here last night to a very excited fan. I met her after the show.
We all did.
You all did? Oh, brilliant. So here we are, it's your own t-shirts. Actually it isn't. No, it's other ones. I love it. Hey! I didn't know this, it's a bit of a surprise. Look, there's one of David Wells, one of David Bull.
You should be David Bull.
And look, Richard Felix. Collector's items. And will you give the fans a round of applause because didn't they do well? That's it. That is it for Access All Areas for this weekend. We are back in October and of course Most Haunted Live, the big show, starts in a few moments time over on Living TV, or if you're watching FTN, keep it Channel 20, we'll be there very shortly. I'm Julian Clegg. Have a great night with Most Haunted Live and I'll see you on the other side.
As always, I've watched Most Haunted more or less since it started and I think they're fantastic.
Hi, I'm Jenny from Portsmouth and I thought it was the most wonderful programme in the world. It was absolutely amazing. It's so brilliant being here in the audience. The show was fantastic.
My name's Julia. I'm from Leek in Staffordshire. It's taken us about an hour to get here. The show has been fantastic.
We thoroughly enjoyed the show. It was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it really was. I'm really looking forward to meeting Derek Acora.
It was really exciting. It was. It was better than I thought it would be.
And it's more realistic when you're at the real place than when you're watching it on the telly.
For me, this was the best one yet, definitely. Brilliant atmosphere and can't wait to come again, basically.
Yeah, very good location, very spooky, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.